Hello, Reckoning7 and welcome back to Combat Mission Cold War in this head-to-head play-by-play match. So we're heading into turn 9, I do believe. And just as a quick recap, thus far we've managed to knock out one Russian tank, 2 BMPs and some infantry for a loss of a couple of M113s and some infantry on our own side. Our main objective in it is to hold the Russians, the edge of Zemden here, so we can hopefully hit them around with our mortar strike, which is incoming, and otherwise just try and pick off any vehicles that we can see and attack. We have seen the Russian tanks shrug off a couple of tow rounds, actually one tow and one dragon round, so it's not just as simple as one hit, one kill. But we are doing our best. Maybe without further ado, though, we'll just run through this minute and we'll see what happens in the way of things. Oh. Dagnammit. So, speaking of things, looks like we did indeed hit that tank with the dragon. Obviously not taking it out, and then the anti-aircraft, or anti-aircraft vehicle responded with a flurry of shells. I think our spotters have been spotted by said tank as well. Which is unfortunate because they're trying to call on a mortar strike at the minute. I'm getting to reposition my tow vehicle here. Oh. Hey, mortar strike's coming in though. We'll definitely go back to a bit of a replay of that, see if we think we're going to hit any vehicles. Even if not, I'm glad we're going to be degrading the infantry. That looks like a good round out as well. Okay, quite a lot to unpack there. I'll do my best to do it in a relatively quick order. So let's start off with this most important thing here. So we had our dragon team, which is in the woods there. So they only have one ATGM left. First ATGM missed. They fired it at the anti-aircraft vehicle up here. Missed that completely. Second shot hit the tree in front of this tank. And the third shot, which looked... oh, it was a target, so we know what to hit. Hits the weapon. So, potentially, I mean, that's... you'd like to think has knocked the weapon out of action. But I've had pretty poor experience of that before. And for their troubles, they get a face full of, I think it's 25mm. Plus, 7.62 from the tank itself. Yeah. And takes out the actual dragon user. But he was also out of ammo, and I don't have any spare, so... callous part of me says that's fine. Oh, that's not fine. That's unfortunate. So just the rest of his squad are hiding back in the woods. Become unfortunate casualties. Okay, so be it. And then we had a tank spot. That helps if you don't have anyone selected. Who can see you? Now this is interesting. So these chaps are heading up onto Valley. Now the maximum range of dragon engines there is about 1,000 kilometers. I'd be interested to see, and we'll have to jump with command phase, how far that is. I think of recollection it's about 800. So theoretically they could have a go. Now, chances of us getting through here and hitting this thing, slim to none, so I'm probably going to put a target on the arc so we don't engage. But if he kind of pokes himself near to the edge of the woods, maybe. And then another, or a third out of 4 is going to be seeing where in all this kind of strike landed. Boys are getting out okay. Oh, the dragon's a casualty though, that's really unfortunate. We have to go back in and try and salvage that. Come on, strike. Thank you. Ooh, that was a close one. Okay. Some of this looks pretty promising. I'm spinning around like a madman here. I was kind of hoping we get some more shells over here because I've seen some infantry up in this way. But we may be trying to push some people through as well. That's okay. I don't know how much destruction it's really caused. But we'll see. There's more to fall. And then finally, as we see, we've got this. You are a dragon round, I believe, with that distinctive marking from our friends down here. Here. We got a spot on this BMP. And that should be a kill at the start of the next minute, because he has no trees to protect him, which seems to be a problem, and he's certainly not as tough as the tanks. Okay. I'm not sure who that shot was at. Okay, no problem, and over... Ooh. Oh, wow, you actually... Never mind, you guys got in and you fired your missile and you're having to go this chap. I think that's got a really, really low likelihood of success. And unfortunately I think he's going to hit a tree. I mean, this is what I brought him up here for, but it's not the best target. I probably should give him maybe a target arc so I can be more manual in the choices. Fair play to you. Okay. This seems okay. I'm not gonna complain about that. Let's jump into command phase. The only things we need to tweak really. So I'm pretty happy where most stuff is. I want to sort out what I'm doing with you. I don't really like how you're positioned. I'm tempted actually just to turn and face you. And hopefully as the smoke clears you'll get a clear target on yon tank. But what I'm actually I'm going to pull you back slightly. I'm going to get the commander here to pop out. Thank you, commander. And I'm going to get this vehicle, which is facing the wrong way, for reasons I'm sure the vehicle knows, to actually reverse to about here. In the hope that, in fact, go all the way into there. In the hope that he draws the ire of the tanks rather than a tow vehicle. I feel pretty bad for the driver, but sometimes need must. Now your rounds are falling merrily. The last 18 rounds. Don't get many rounds with them. Okay, you're launching. So you guys are kind of done. You're also pinned. I'm just trying to hide. Just see if you can get your heads down and disappear from a little bit. Fine and dandy in the village. I don't want to make any movements this turn. I certainly want to let the rest of the shells fall before we start considering any kind of push. One thing I think we will do is get our troops here who've picked up a couple more laws. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to get them a third law. How many people are on? 2, 3, 4. Well, that's kind of 2 for 2. That's okay. I think we might try and sneak up on this tank, especially with all the dust and the smoke after the mortar barrage. We have one more tank team here who's trying to get himself up into a position so he can kind of have sight lines along this ridge towards the forces in the back. I'm happy enough with that. And we've got one dragon team nestled down here who may have been spotted actually. I'll have to keep an eye on him. And then we also have some barrage coming in from our plucky spotter here. Using the on-map 8mm mortars, I thought just to potentially harass other BMPs and vehicles and some infantry that are hanging around up here. That is a few minutes away. I think I'm okay with that. I don't think I want to make any changes. You are coming into town, which is fine. We have to be careful of this tank if he gets into an advanced position, and you are going to come and assist. Again, this is a pretty risky maneuver. I think that the risk is worth it. And potentially we were going to try and put a scout and a tow vehicle around the flank. You'll see. But yeah, I'm okay. I don't want to make any sweeping changes. I think things are pretty good. You guys need to acquire some more laws. I think just one more is fine. We'll actually go for 3. And then get back out. Not that this area is under threat, but I'd rather the troops had the equipment, not need it, than the other way around. Okay, and I think we'll stop there. I must admit, I've been slightly disappointed by the effectiveness, or lack thereof, of the anti-tank missiles against the tanks. I thought they would pack a bit more of a punch. It has been a challenge to knock out some of these things. But hey, what's life without a challenge? Okay, I'll call it there. I hope you are enjoying this. As ever, please leave any thoughts down below, and I'll catch you all in the next turn. Cheerio for now.